So, while giving reasons why the Dadaab refugee camp had to be closed, the government of Kenya cited security concerns, so we'll stay on that line. And Kenya has suffered mightily at the hands of the Al-Shabab, whose deadly attacks have left a painful void in this region's schools. That is Mandera. Our reporter Stanley Mbichu has just returned from Mandera, where he was on a fact-finding mission on how schools in the county are coping with the introduction of laptops in schools. Take a look.
The children here are going to be very fortunate because you're going to start using these devices from class 1.
Keeping up with the high-end education technology in northeastern Kenya is Mandera County. An ICT body, which is the lead agency in implementing a laptop program here in Kenya, supplemented by other key organs, among them the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, are here to officiate a positive turnover of this region's education system that for many years has been attributed to poor resources and high poverty index.
You first of all learn how to use the devices. Mkitoka hapo, mtaenda kitu tunasema using to learn. Semeni using to learn.
Early Childhood Development Program, ECD, in 3 selected schools across each county will be facilitated with digitized learning content for classes 1 and 2.
We have been the worst performing county in terms of national examination performance. In 2013, when the devolution started, we had a mean score of 182. As we speak now, in the last KCPE, we had a mean score of 252, and that is a positive increase. In terms of KCSE, we had an A in the first in the history of Mandera County. At the same time, more than 450 candidates qualified to join the Kenya public universities. Compared before the revolution, we had only 20 candidates joining the universities.
We'll be using our same students who are from Mandera, who have gone through the university system to now support and maintain the equipment, which gives us an opportunity to enhance and create more employment to the people of Mandera and to the whole country.
Since the advent of devolution, positive change is slowly showing up. Mohammed Abdi, Mandera's chief education officer, is contented about the future of education in this arid land.
Technology is something very important for the county, and we have been relying mostly on the neighboring countries, particularly Somalia, where it was more advanced in technology, and yet there was no government. Once we have our schools digital, then we'll enhance our technological and innovations within the society.
However, in order to further improve the performance of Mandera County in future, a myriad of challenges facing school-going children has to be addressed.
There are quite a number of children in the rural areas which require a lot of development, because when I went on a spot check, I find quite a number of them having ringworms, and most likely not because stretching in class.
There's a lot of malnutrition because the spending power of the people, the poverty index is very high. So you find there's a lot of case of malnutrition, and malnutrition will also affect the child ability to develop, grow, and also it also interferes with his education.
For the last 1 year, there has been no security threat from the neighboring war-torn country of Somalia that saw teachers flee Mandera after a series of terror attacks.
We have been in peace for the last 1 year, and the county government has invested quite in security and supporting the teachers and all in the education sector, particularly to retain these teachers at the county level. We have, in fact, what they did was they posted the KPR along the border of Somalia, where most of the problems were occurring, and so those teachers now are working at their stations with the support of the KPRs paid by the county government.
Surprisingly, amid many other challenges, children from Ethiopia and Somalia cross over to the Kenyan soil and are facilitated with education in equal measure by the Kenyan government.
Education has no borders. If you're in Busia, children from Uganda study in Kenya. You cannot stop children coming from Somalia, Ethiopian, wanting and having the desire to learn in Kenya. So our schools have accepted them. They're in ECD classes, they're in other classes, and I think that will create a cohesion between the two countries which are bordering one another. We support them so that we coexist. We require one another. Human beings depend on one another.
Of the 47 counties here in Kenya, Mandera has always been ranked as the poorest performing county in the education sector. But with the introduction of this technology, it is expected that the performance index of this county will increase by a considerable margin. Stanley Mbichu, KTN News, Mandera County.